morning, y'all. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shanna. I'm not a blue ribbon quilter. My focus is on keeping people warm. I want to make a quilt that is warm and sturdy as quickly as possible. So this is part 2 of the Pepsi quilt. I'm going to show you how I do the quilt as you go, stitch and flip. I have on a 1/4 inch foot with the flange so that it can help me maintain my 1/4 inch seam as I stitch these pieces on. My iron is over here to my left. It will be off camera, and I will stitch both pieces, flip them, and press, and then I'll put the next ones on. So just letting you know where we're going and how we're doing it. And we are off. I don't backstitch. This video is going to be kind of long. I warn you right now. You can hang around. If you keep scrolling, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I love y'all to pieces. So, you know how you need to spend your time. But I've got to clip these threads as I go, or I'll just have a mess. So I'll swing this around. This particular piece of fabric is the pants material, and it's thick and stiff and not easy to work with, but it's what I have, and I'm grateful for it. I set my stitch length on this little brother machine back down to 9. The longer stitches seem to jerk my sandwich around too much, so a little smaller stitch will help with that. So I've got these on here. I'm gonna press it. I had the Pepsi patch pinned, so I can take my pins out. This cordless iron is a godsend. Just letting you know. So here's the second piece. It's a little long. I'm going to trim it. I line it up with the patch, not necessarily the other pieces. Some days I'm just all thumbs, and this is one of them. I'm very conscious of my audience's valuable time, but the final analysis, it takes as much time as it takes. So this is real time. I have no way to speed the videos up, so okay, we're gonna finger press. Boy, this is some stiff stuff, y'all. But it's gonna make a beautiful quilt. So the little red and white check that I'm about to put on is a woven. It is not a print. So it's real shreddy. But we go with what we have. When I finish this, I'll show you what it looks like on the back. There will be 17 blocks similar to this. I'm not back stitching. I don't know if I said that. Finger press and press. That is cute. I just got to make sure all the little shreds are out of the way. It's such a habit to backstitch. I keep reaching for that button. I filled 4 bobbins, and I have a half in the machine and then another half in reserve. So I encourage you, regardless of what style quilting you're doing, if you're piecing or whatever, fill up a bunch of bobbins, because it can be so frustrating to have to stop in the middle of everything and fill bobbins. I don't sew exactly straight. This foot helps a lot, but you can still woogie with it, so wonky, whatever you want to call it, but it's still finger press and press. It's growing nicely. Not really going to try to clean up these threads, y'all. It's just kind of an exercise in futility. So, go with what we got. These strips were cut for crochet, and they're really amazingly accurate, but here we go, they've got their issues too. So the strips that I'm using here have been wound onto a ball, into a big ball. So they do have some stretching and curve to them, but that can be sewn out. And finger press and press. I really like this 1/4 inch foot with the flange on it. And I'm somewhat visually impaired, that glasses don't help. And so it's not been easy for me to get an accurate 1/4 inch seam, but I still wiggle even with this. So the kind of quilting I do, it just doesn't matter that much. I mean, I want it to be as nice as I can get it, but a perfect 1/4 inch seam. I don't do a lot of like HSTs and that sort of thing, and it's a good thing, but still, you want your thing to be as attractive as possible. That's what we go for. Lots of strings. But it's okay. I promise you there's love in every stitch. So this lady I'm making this for is absolutely precious. Okay, here we go with another pants strip. If there was a way for me to speed this up, I would, y'all. So, but surely by now you've gotten the idea. We just stitch, flip, and press. We just want to build this block out to fill this 17 by 17 space. And finger press and press. the next video that I make will be the block that has his name and the pocket, because it's going to be a different configuration. And as I go, because I'm kind of having to design these as I go, they may all be totally different. So if I think that there's a need for a video for each patch, then I'll do one. Okay. And I may have to stop the video with it unfinished, because I may need to cut more fabric. It's a learn as you go. And I really love that. When I started this channel, when I started this quilting, and it was all just make it up as you go. Sometimes I think a limited palette and limited supplies leads to even more creativity, because you got to bob and weave and think about what what you're doing. Design on the fly. And I love that kind of challenge too. So I will have to stop here in a minute and cut more fabric. So just so you know, I'm going to do this one and press it and show you what it looks like, and then I'll have to stop. I know, reaching for that button, it's driving me crazy too. I'm letting the iron sit on one side while I thoroughly finger press the other side. So, and it's long enough that it's longer than my iron, so it takes 2 or 3 passes to get it on there. Sorry about that. Boy, this old polyester don't like laying down. It don't like it. The good thing it's sewed down. Okay, beloveds. There we have it. And then let's see. And this is what the back looks like. I'll pull all the dark threads up from the top. So I love y'all to pieces. Thank you for staying with me. Y'all have a blessed day, and we will talk to you later.